Hello everyone, this is Kaifu here with Game 2 in a series between Darren and Kaifu, aka yours truly. Darren on the right side is playing Sacred Beast, and also yours truly on the left side is playing Sacred Beast. So it'll be Sacred Beast versus Sacred Beast mirror match, so not much to explain here, so let's get to the point. What is our objectives and so on. Now when it comes to Sacred Beast mirror match, you want to have the most Sacred Beast on the battlefield than your opponent, because the fact is that more Sacred Beast, more power, play with your abilities. For example, you heal more life point, you can burn more damage, you can bounce something higher, something like down the line. So the more Sacred Beast you have, the stronger the advantage you will be in. And also you can take this opportunity to, by having more Sacred Beast than your opponent, you can try to remove as much Sacred Beast as you can from your opponent's side field, because like I said before, by removing each Sacred Beast on battlefield, in my previous videos, we'll be making those Sacred Beasts weaker and weaker when it comes to ability. So when it comes to mirror match, there's the strength and the weakness. The weakness is that you must maintain your battlefield when it comes to Sacred Beast, but that's also the weakness of it, because that's the main weakness of it. But the strength is that the more Sacred Beast on the battlefield, the stronger your ability will get. So at the moment, let's get back to the game itself. Life point wise, 4,000 compared to 4,000, not much has changed. Both players are setting up at the moment. He's actually playing Yudrusu on the field, able to search for another magic stone to give him extra ramping. Now I do have Yudrusu myself in my hand, but I didn't play it this turn because the fact is that he didn't drop his bow arrow yet, the regular arrow. So he didn't drop that, so meaning he doesn't have much defense. So I'm going to take this opportunity to do as much damage as I can on the board before he dropped the arrow, because by dropping the arrow, he can actually shoot off my Phoenix without doing anything. So I want to do as much damage as I can. That 400 life point damage could be the difference between me winning or losing. So let's see what happens for now. At the moment, he has 5 resources to play with because he dropped the horn on the field. The Regalia horn allows him to produce colorless, to put a Sacred Beast on the battlefield by playing it. So it counts as like an extra elfish priest or extra magic stone, you can say. So he has a lot of resources to play with at the moment, a lot more than I can play, obviously. So when it comes to resource wise, it's 5 compared to 2, so he's getting a lot of resource on the field to get his power play on, because now he can drop 2 Sacred Beasts on the field, like a Phoenix and maybe a turtle or something to bounce it back and do damages on board. And let's see what happens for now. So that's what comes to resource wise. I should have ramped, but I didn't want to, because I was being, maybe you can say I was being greedy doing the extra damage. But when it comes to when I was doing it, I didn't think it was that necessary that I need resource at the early, because I didn't think I needed it at the time, because I don't have a lot of resource to play. For example, if you look at my hand doesn't have a lot of power play besides the Phoenix, so I didn't think I actually need the extra resources. But yeah, let's see what happens for now. He dropped the field edition and then dropped the Phoenix, so doing 600 point damage instead of your standard 400 damage. If I was Darren, I would just attack right into the my own Phoenix, because the fact is that getting rid of my Sacred Beast on the field would be giving me less option to play within the follow play. So that's what I would have done. But at the same time, he will automatically lose his Phoenix, because I can actually bow arrow him his Phoenix, and I'm dropping another regular on the field. Now usually, I'm not sure if I said this early in the video already, usually you don't want to drop too many regalia early in the game, because the fact is that, for example, if you're going first right, most people drop 2 regulars and drop a turn 1 drop resonator, so you're losing 3 cards from your hand and you have 2 left in your hand left. So what does that mean? It means that you're letting your opponent know that you don't have much option left, so you don't really want to drop too much regalia on the field, unless you have a decent hand side to prove that to your opponent you can actually drop a whole bunch. Attacking 400 directly with my Phoenix to put him down to 3,200 compared to my 3,400 life point. So yeah, doing somewhat damage at the moment. I can't do much play. As you can see, I have 2 more regals in my hand, and I didn't want to drop too many on the field, because by dropping too many, it will be a disadvantage for me, because then my opponent knows I can't do much later on. So yep. So paying 1, paying 2, so he's putting out 6 Beasts on the field. I'm just expecting a Phoenix to burn off my own resonator. Yeah, he did drop the Phoenix and burning it off, so doing 400 point damage directly to my Phoenix. So at least I did some damage with it last turn, so better than nothing at the moment. At the moment, he has 2 Phoenix with 600 attack, 600 defense, but I do have 2 bow arrow on the field, so I can shoot one of them off at least. But at the cost is that it will allow him to draw, because the Sacred Beast Field Edition allows you to draw 1 card by paying 2 greens of 1 colors when a resident on your side field has been sent to the graveyard this turn. So what does that mean? He can actually replace his resource. That's what's a good thing about it. He's attacking for 600 directly to me, and I was thinking, should I take this one or take the second one? I was considering it, but then I think about it. If I take the first one, he might not take the second one. Attack with the second one. So I'm going to take this opportunity, doing 800 point damage directly to the Phoenix. So not allowing him to do any more damage, because like I said before, when it comes to Sacred Beast, whoever has the most Sacred Beast on the field usually has a strong advantage, and I'm trying to get rid of as much Sacred Beast as I can on the field while I'm at it, because I don't want to allow my opponent to have free resource or free power play cards on the field for no reason. So let's see what happens now. I'm thinking what I can do at the moment, but there isn't much I can do besides playing safe and defensive play at the moment. So you can say that I'm kind of not in a strong position compared to my opponent. My opponent has a lot of resources to play with. He only has one card left in hand, so which is a good thing for me to know anyway. But at the same time, it's not good for me, because I can't do any power plays myself, because I don't have a lot of Sacred Beasts in my hand, outside of 2 Regalias and a Phoenix in my hand. And the Phoenix will only do 200 point damage because I don't control a lot of Sacred Beasts on the field. So let's see what happens. He's thinking about should attack with the other Phoenix. He can do extra 600 point damage and put me down to 2,800 life point if he really wants to. But he actually paid 3 to draw 1 card, tapping his red out, so pretty much letting me know that he doesn't have a Demon Flame in his hand. So I will take this opportunity again, dropping my second Phoenix next turn. Once I get to my turn, by dropping the second Phoenix, I'm going to be extra aggressive if he attacks with his own Phoenix. Let's see what he does now. He dropped another Regal on the field, so I don't really agree with this play, but unless he is going for the Judgment next turn, which I'm expecting, because the reason is that before recover phase, you can tap it to give a global continuous effect plus 200 attack, 200 defense to your J Ruler before when it flips his field, so it becomes a 10-10 instead of an 8-8. So now I have 4 matches to open to play with. I have Phoenix and I can Judgment at the moment, but I do drop another Regal on the field. So let's see what happens. A 4 Regals on the field, which shows my hand isn't too strong, but I'm going to drop the Phoenix at the moment and burn 200 point damage directly to that Phoenix, putting it at 6-4. It won't do too much, but I'm going to do Judgment at the moment, and I do have Swiftness because I do control a red resident on the field. Attacking directly to the Phoenix, I want to remove as much Sacred Beast off the field as I can, because I don't want to allow him to, get the extra power play, and I'm going to do extra aggressive play with the Phoenix as well, doing 400 point of damage, putting down to 2,800 compared to my 2,800 life points. Now the strong side is that I have J Rule on the field, so that J Rule can do extra ton of damage on the field if I really want to. Not only that, I have 2 Regals on the field. I can tap it before recover phase to buff it by 400 attack, 400 defense, so making a 12-12 instead. So when it comes to big stick on the field, I have a stronger big stick while my opponent is wide open for a couple of direct attacks. So yeah. So let's see what happens for now. My opponent doesn't have a lot of options to play with besides the cards in his hand at the moment, but he has nothing on the field, so he's pretty wide open, unless he keeps dropping more Sacred Beasts on the field to prevent me from doing it. And knowing that my God Axe is alive, because I can pay 3 greens and 1 color to search for a Sacred Beast out and put on the battlefield. At the moment, I choose to wait it out and see what happens, because I do have 1 card in hand. Tap for another Magic Stone by Darren. It's a good thing I actually got rid of the Phoenix as well, because if I didn't get rid of the Phoenix, he can have the option to Judgment and attack me right away for a ton of damage, which I don't really want to see, obviously. But however, I do have a lot of defensive play at the moment, because I do have 3 Regals with counters on it. 2 of them has 1 counter each, and the other one has 2 counters on it, so I'll be safe when it comes to defense. And my opponent is dropping a lot of resin on the field for defensive plays in the future play, so not looking too good for me at the moment, because he has a lot of field protection at the moment, so I can't get rid of it. Unless I choose to God Arc right now, and while God Arc, I can search for the turtle and give my J Roll flying, so I can fly above all the resin on the field and attack for like 12 damage on board. But that's one option, but I don't know if that was a safe option, because if I wasted too early at the moment, it's not a good thing. So sorry about that. That was my phone. I'm gonna turn that off right now. I'm gonna pay 2 to drop a field dish on the field, so buffing up my Phoenix, so if my opponent did drop an arrow, I'll be safe at least from the arrow shooting my Phoenix off. So I'm gonna attack for 12 damage. Now if it does decide to block and shoot it off right away, if I really want to, but at the same time I don't want to waste my resource for no reason, so I'm gonna, if it does block, I'm gonna allow him to block. I want to get rid of as much off the field as I can. What I should have done is that I should have target attacked the turtle, forgetting that the Regalia also gives a target attack and not just counters. So when it comes to looking at Regalias, you should also know what your Regalia has when it comes to symbol skill for your J-Ruler. That could be very important, and which I forgot to realize that, and I could attack into the turtle. But then again, he would have blocked, so who knows. So yeah, not looking too good at the moment. Not looking too good. I can attack with the Phoenix, but however, it will get blocked by the turtle, and nothing will be done damage at all. But then again, I can just shoot it off. So I'm gonna attack for 600 point damage, and he does take it surprisingly. What he should have done, he just blocked it, so meaning that the next damage will be dealt to will be nothing. So meaning my arrows will do nothing at all. So yeah, that's what he should have done. So let's see at the moment. He has 2, 4, 6, 8 resource compared to my 2, 4, 6 resource as well. No, he's a 6 resource compared to 6 resource. I have 4 magic stone, 2 horns. He has 2, 4, 6 magic stone and 2 horns, so he has 8 resource compared to my 6. So putting him in a slightly better advantage because he has more resource to play with, and not only that, he can just drop Sacred Beast after Sacred Beast, because once I Judgment at this point, I lose my ability to give my Sacred Beast colors effect. So pretty much, not colors, any colors I want. So meaning not putting myself in the strong position that I want to be. Dropping his turtle, bouncing it back my Phoenix, and I don't really care at this point because my turtle, my Phoenix already did its job. Giving my J-Roll swiftness at the first time when it comes to play, which is a good thing. So doing the extra damage I need. So yeah, let's see what happened. He has 2 turtles on the field, which is currently considered on 7-9 each. So not looking too good, and dropping a beaver, putting one of those turtle. I'm pretty sure the one can attack, extra 200 attack as well. So putting it as a 9-9. So not looking too good. He can just run over my J-Rule if he really wants to, but however, I have 2 Regals on the field untapped, so I can give it imperishable, knowing that plus 2/2, so pretty much it's a 10-10 compared to 9-9. So not looking too good for my opponent. He can self-neg himself if he wants to, but if I was down, I would not attack my J-Rule. I would just attack directly to the opponent because, like I said, damage output, what you need at the moment when it comes to mirror match. He attacked him for 900, putting me down to 1,900 compared to his 2,200 life point. Now he's got a J activate at this point, and putting him a 10-10 on the field, so slightly bigger J-Rule than mine. So yeah. So let's see what happens for now. Back to my turn, and I'm thinking what I should do. I have 3 hours on the field, so I can actually one-shot anything when it comes to blocking. But I was deciding, should I allow it? Before recover phase, buffing 200 attack, 200 defense. For each Regalia I tap for this turn, so putting my J-Ruler 12-12. So yeah, I can do almost 1,200 damage on board, but not enough for game, so I'm kind of not in a strong position at the same time. So I'm gonna untap everything at the moment. At most damage I can do is 1,600 damage on board. That's at most damage I can do, is putting him down on 600 life point. I could have done the God Arc, I really could have done the God Arc, but I don't see the point of me doing the God Arc at the moment. And then I pay 1. And then I'll tap for Shadow Flame. Now for those, Shadow Flame actually do 500 point damage directly to a Resonator. So it's like a expensive version of Demon Flame, but Shadow Flame can also activate in the graveyard. So if you have a red magic stone in your graveyard, in your resource that is not being used, you can pay from your graveyard and burn 500 on something. At that point, you can actually gain field advantage from there, so you can start slightly burning something on the field. Next, I put the green soldier on the field, so it allows me to prevent the next damage dealt by a J-Ruler. Not J-Ruler, Resonator, so I can prevent the OTK because he does have enough damage on board to kill me. 19, he has like 2 7-9 on field and 1 8-8, so pretty much that is enough damage on board just to kill me. So I'm thinking what I should do at the moment. So I put the soldier on the field just to defend my life, so I don't get killed. And I actually forgot about his open red magic stone, and that might cost me the game at the moment. He demon flame my soldier at the end phase, so pretty much I have no way defending this humongous attack. I do have one green magic stone open and two arrows open, but it doesn't matter at this point because the fact is that my opponent can just swing for a ton of damage at the moment. For like he can tap those two regales plusing 2/2 each, so putting his J rule at 12/12 compared. And I'm wide open. He can just attack for 12 damage directly to me, pulling me down to 700 life point, and then attack directly with one of the turtle, which is exactly enough damage on board to kill me. But he might be worried about my open green magic stone, but at the same time I don't have much to actually do a ton of damage on board. So yeah, so even I do have some big play. I have one open magic stone, and obviously that if it doesn't attack my J ruler, I can't use growth, so I can't buff my J ruler vigilant attack. But he is worried about the arrows for some odd reason. He can just tap those regalias and then swing for a ton of damage and swing with the turtle for the rest, because it will survive my arrows, because those are sitting on 700 attack, 900 defense. So that field edition is putting a lot of effort into it, a lot of the difference from me winning and losing, because that 200 could be that field edition buff enough for out of range for my arrows for me to kill it. So not looking too good at the moment. From this point you can see who's going to win this turn. So it's obviously the GGs go towards Darren, but he's overthinking again. But let's see what he does at the moment to keep stuff interesting. Keep it interesting, I mean. Currently 2 4 6 resource open with magic stone and 2 regale open, so that's 8 resource to play with, and compared to my 2 regales untapped, which I can buff my J roll up, and 1 open green magic stone, which I can't actually use at all. And my opponent is actually really overthinking. He can use finish me off in style, so by using Goddard to get a lot of stuff on the field. And I'm surprised that he didn't tap his 2 other stuff on the field, green magic stones, to actually get a lot more resin on the field to gain extra damage and a lot of benefit, like get the tiger for healing just in case I do survive, and then I put extra more damage on board just to kill you. So he dropped the dragon instead, and drawing 1 card, and he's gotta think about it. He's sitting on 10/10 at the moment, so that is definitely out of range from my arrow. So he's just playing it very, very, very safe at the moment. So which is not a bad thing, but at the same time, by playing very, very safe, you are like showing that your opponent, you're not like gonna take a risk. So obviously that playing too safe is too safe. Obviously doesn't get the reward out of the end, but you play some risk, you can do something out of it. So he's playing very safe, attacking me directly for 16, and then use growth, and then remove from graveyard again to buff enough damage on board to kill me. So that's the game, guys. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for game 3.